then plus this bridge is exactly the same material that used to build the Golden Gate Bridge. So tomorrow when we are doing the city tour, you'll be able to see all this. Okay, then you know it really look like San Francisco. Okay, so to the right side, this is a container port and also the cruise liner port also. Some Mediterranean cruise they end up in Portugal here, in Lisbon here, and then some carry on all the way up to Porto.
In Lisbon it's like this, it's fake of course, because usually we don't have it. So we have the big roundabout behind the gigantic wheel with the man at the top, that's Marquis de Pombal. Like I said to you, it was the man in charge of the reconstruction of Lisbon downtown after the big earthquake that we had. Then where you can see all those trees, that's the Liberty Avenue. That's the most important avenue of Lisbon. The fancy avenue of Lisbon where you can find the best shops. But the best, okay, depends the point of view. The most expensive shops, really good restaurants, really good hotels. People tend to call this avenue the Champs-Élysées of Lisbon, like to say. In the end of the avenue, we have Lisbon downtown. Completely destroyed by the earth. Then to the left, we have another.
Can see the sea. Oh.
Facing south, the other side of the hill of the castle, you have started the Republic. 1933 was a interesting event that is happening every year now. Busy, really busy. I was here last year, it was really busy. And maybe this year I have to return with my daughters. They will make pressure. Like nowadays we have so many different events for Christmas, it's unbelievable. We have another one near, even brought like artificial snow. Yes, it's unbelievable. Yeah, you are driving close. If it's possible, I will call your attention. So we are close to the Marquis de Pombal Square. Like I just said, Marquis de Pombal, the man at the top, was the man in charge of the reconstruction of Lisbon downtown after the big earthquake. You can see he's looking back to his work, see? He's looking south. And on his left side, you can see a lion. And the lion represents that he was an important and a powerful man. A lot of people like to call him like a prime minister. So this is also well known as like the financial district of Lisbon. A lot of companies around here, a lot of offices are settled here in this neighborhood. So now we are already heading to the lane. How is that guy bought this apartment? He bought an apartment in Paris. Oh my gosh. In one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Paris. Yeah. Now he's in trial, and he just the final allegations, he said it was his mother saved a lot of money and offered him 20 million. Can you believe this? Welcome to Portugal. We are legends and we believe everything is possible. So he was already in jail and I think he will return. The Star Garden is one of the most spectacular gardens in Lisbon, opened in the end of the 19th century. The highlight back then, the 19th century, was a lion. They had a real lion in this park. Of course, inside a cage, of course. Yeah. But it was like the main attraction. That's I believe, one of the reasons why it became so popular, this park back then. It was because of the lion. The first public garden in Lisbon. To your left hand side, the Star Basilica. One of the biggest basilicas in Lisbon, one of the biggest domes in the city, inaugurated in the 18th century to fulfill the vow of our Queen Mary. She was having a hard time getting pregnant, and so she made a promise that she had a descendant. She would order the construction of this basilica in this specific location, and that's what happened. So she finally had the boy. If you follow this road until the end, you would go to Cascais, like we are doing in the afternoon.
St. Francisco.
See the bridge. You can see the bridge and the Christ statue, which is on the other side. The bridge, it's both are copies, in fact, from Christ Redeemer in Lisbon. This was a promise made by a group of Portuguese bishops when they were invited to go to Brazil and to visit the Redeemer. And when they were there, they had neutral during the World War II. They would order the construction of the Christ statue in Lisbon, and that's what happened. We were a neutral country. It was inaugurated in 1959. The bridge, it's another copy, in this case from the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, US. Really simple reason why they look the same, because the same American company built both bridges, that's the reason. Even so, Golden Gate inaugurated in 1937, our bridge inaugurated in 1966. And the order came from our famous dictator, Salazar. So try to guess the first name of the bridge. Too easy. Salazar Bridge, of course. When we had the peaceful revolution, that it's also well known as the Carnation Revolution, that's when they decided to change the name of the bridge to the date of the revolution. So nowadays we no longer call Salazar Bridge, we call April 25th Bridge. This river on our left hand side that we call Tejo, but you can also call Tajo, because this river comes from Spain, comes from almost from the other side of the peninsula, from the Albarracin mountain, comes all the way from Spain to Lisbon. This is where it ends, the river Tejo. We are facing the Atlantic Ocean already, okay, the west coast. This is the end of the Tejo River. Have 1,000 kilometers long, and in Lisbon, because of the salt water, it's always, because of the tide, really important neighborhood because of that. We are driving by a lot of museums, like the Electricity Museum, former coal factory, one of the most important museums in my country and the most visited museum on the other side. He's not here. Okay, no, he's here, but not, he don't live here, but he used this palace as his office, okay? It's not like the White House in US, that they stay there living. No, this is just an office. Our president, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, lives in his mansion in Cascais. On your right hand side you will see Jeronimus, where we are going to stop later. A famous and impressive monastery. See? And to your left we are going to stop here in a few minutes. First we stop at the Belém Tower, and then we will stop at the Discoveries Monument. This is a really important neighborhood in Lisbon. Like I said to you, 15th and 16th centuries, during the Golden Era, this was a place where our navigators used to depart from Lisbon. For you to understand, Belém, the way we pronounce in Portuguese, Belém means Bethlehem. Okay, so this way for you to understand. So they wanted, they in this case.
비디오 OK 照片 C'est cool, going? C'est cool.这里太有名了，不会了。你看这里太有名了。你进去，不可以上桥的。诶，要收钱。不是要进去要收钱，可是没有时间。 你在这里站就好。对啊。吗？
你按了，你按。video。OK 了。
OK，走了走了。
It's a 20th century construction. It's inaugurated in 1960. And the order for the construction came from our dictator Salazar to honor our discoveries. That's the reason why he ordered the construction of that monument. Henry was son of John and Philippa. I just talked about them. John I and Philippa of Lancaster, the English woman. He was the fourth son of John and Philippa. And he was a really important man for us during the discoveries, not only because he was a great navigator, he went to North Africa, one of the first to get to North Africa, but especially because he's the one that organized and pushed us to discover more during those times. He's the one, for example, that opened the nautical school in Sagres in Algarve. That's why it was so important for us. So he's the man in the front with the small caravel in his hand, and in both sides of the caravel we have 16 plus 16 important characters for those times. We have different navigators, different kings, ambassadors of India. So the most important characters are represented here. Okay? Now we're going. There, the others can see. Okay, get closer to me. Like I was saying, by South Africa. 10 years before Vasco da Gama arrived at India in 1498, Bartolomeu was the first man that crossed the Cape of Good Hope. In the late 1488, Bartolomeu came from Portugal. Goes all the way south, and he crossed the Cape of Good Hope, and he returned to Lisbon with the good news, because at the time, what we call Cabo da Boa Esperança, Cape of Good Hope, for us it was like the Storm's Cape. But it was really hard for them to cross, almost impossible. And at the time, they all used to say that first when Bartolomeu crossed the Cape and returned, he said, no monsters, this is just two oceans that get together, the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. And that's why we have a lot of winds, currents and waves. And that's why it's so hard to cross. But it's possible. And South Africa, where I spent my honeymoon, love it place, 15-12. And we've been in so many places. We've been in Malaysia, we've been in Philippines over there on the other side. Okay, but Philippines are not Portuguese then. Okay? And the reason why South Africa offered this map to us is because of Bartolomeu Dias. In Cape Town, South Africa, they have a statue of Bartolomeu Dias there.
Okay.
Further down lah.
Huh?
I can see the
Horizontal can see the whole thing 了。Vertical 你看。OK， 进去。
进去来，哦，他们两个先。
进啊！快，横着，直的就一。
弯开了，全部飞上东西了，分开了。
OK， 上你。
进，let's stay back 個。
OK， 看了。OK。
来 stay there， OK， 来，
等一下你给我拍。谁过去哪里啊？
全部来，不要蛇，你行的，都行的，看。
啊？我已经拍，我在拍 video single double triple 都有了。哎，看嘞。
落下去了。roll。
谁过去哪里？
水姑，看。水姑。看，喂。清风在等你嘞。
是 video 啦，不用紧。video 和 photo 穿了。你要通通像那边跟他们一样吗？啊，还要直嗨吗？啊？OK 了，我养好了。拿给我拍整个横的来，你拿这就好。你拿这就好。等一下照片我可以
要准啊。
你不用准了。
不用准怎样？OK， 这样很多了。
都是拍 video 了。
啊，你拍哈。
已经拍了，再拍没有？
有了在。这样你要按白的嘛？
不用啊，你要按。不要摇。
我按就摇了。OK 了。
一下就好，不用按很久。
OK。哦，人家走来了，不要了。
OK 了。Action！ 哎呀，安迪不要散发了，你去 join 那个卡拉 OK 队。
Closer to this side, please. Just allow the other group to go. This way you can see. In front of us we have the two normal families, close to the royal family. We worked at the exact time, like 10, 11, 12. The fountain will work for a few minutes, so I believe we'll be able to see the fountain. Or the monastery now, please. Big building on our left side. Nowadays they are getting like the limitation of people. Portal. On the top we have the Archangel Michael, protector of Portugal. In front of the window, the stained-glass window, we have the Virgin of Bethlehem. And then in the middle of these two doors, we have Harry the Navigator. The important that I just talked about. We have different saints, different apostles, and also the doctrine of the church. Here in Sydney we have different life of Saint Jerome. He left himself on it. He dropped himself. The lion, of course, the symbol of Saint Jerome. Okay, let's go inside, please. No one have pets? Pets? No. One important thing: photos without flash. Okay. For 10:30 people was coming in. Now they open at 10:30 officially. Because the priest came the other day screaming at me, when the mass ends, you can open the door. But I'm not counting with this, so I think it's better to count with 10.
Anda.
Hormuz, 1507, and Malacca, 1511.